What's the coldest thing your sibling ever did to you? My older brother Tyler was always the golden child. Star athlete, honor roll, full scholarship to college. I was just the weird kid who collected rocks and spent lunch periods in the library reading about geology. When I was 16, I discovered this massive geode in our backyard while helping mom plant tomatoes. It was the size of a basketball, covered in dirt and clay. When I cracked it open, the inside was filled with the most beautiful purple crystals I'd ever seen. I spent weeks researching it online. Turns out it was an amethyst geode worth around $3,000. For a 16-year-old who made minimum wage bagging groceries, this was like winning the lottery. I showed it to Tyler, who acted impressed but seemed distracted. He was stressed about college expenses since our parents couldn't afford to help much even with his scholarship. Books, housing, meal plans, it was adding up fast. The next week, I came home from school to find my geode missing from my bedroom. Tyler was loading boxes into his car, getting ready to leave for his sophomore year. When I asked about my geode, he shrugged and said he hadn't seen it. I searched everywhere, checked the garage, the basement, even dug around the backyard thinking maybe I'd forgotten where I found it. Nothing. It was like it had vanished into thin air. Tyler left for college that weekend. I was devastated but figured maybe I'd misplaced it somehow. Maybe it wasn't as valuable as I thought. Maybe I was just being dramatic like Tyler always said I was. 2 weeks later, I was scrolling through Instagram when I saw Tyler's post from his dorm room. There in the background, sitting on his desk like a trophy, was my geode. The caption read, "Dorm room upgrade thanks to my awesome geology collection." I commented asking where he got it. He replied saying he'd been collecting rocks for years and finally found something decent. My own brother was claiming credit for my discovery and lying about it online. I called him immediately. At first he denied everything, said it looked similar but wasn't the same one. When I described the exact crystal formations and the crack pattern, he finally admitted it. "Look, I needed money for textbooks," he said. "You're just a kid. You would have spent it on video games or something stupid. I'm using it for education. Dad always says education is an investment." He'd sold it to a geology professor for $2,000. Used the money to pay for his entire semester's worth of books and supplies. When I told our parents, they said Tyler was just being practical and that I should be proud to help my brother succeed. "It's just a rock," Mom said. "Tyler's education is more important than your hobby." I spent the rest of high school working double shifts at the grocery store to save money for college. Tyler graduated with honors and got into law school. Our parents couldn't stop bragging about his success at family dinners. Last month, Tyler called me out of the blue. He's a successful lawyer now, makes 6 figures, just bought his second house. He said he wanted to make things right about something that had been bothering him for years. He sent me a check for $5,000 with a note that said, "I've been thinking about that geode for 15 years. I stole your discovery and your money. This is what it would be worth today with interest. I'm sorry I took your thunder and made you feel like your passion didn't matter." The apology felt good, but what really got to me was the last line. "You were right to be excited about that find. It was incredible, and I should have celebrated your discovery instead of stealing it. You deserved better from your big brother." I deposited the check and used the money to buy my own rock tumbler and mineral collection. I'm 31 now, still love geology, and I never let anyone tell me my interests don't matter.